You're listening to Open Air on 102.3 FM. I'm Aaron Loki Johnson, joined in the CPR Performance Studio today by the Raven and the Writing Desk. They're back with us to perform some songs for you. Welcome back.
What's up?
Nice to see you guys. In the studio, we've got Julia, Scott, Kramer, and also Scott. And you guys have just returned from, it seems like you've played about 120 gigs in the last 30 days. Is that accurate?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the count?
I think we did 29 performances over the 32 days, but it could be more than that. I'm not sure. We added a couple radio spots.
Incredible. And you're back in Denver. How does it feel to be home?
Feels great to be home.
Good.
It's good to be home, but, you know, it's also bittersweet. We all love being on the road. So that's a good sign when you come home and you still want to be on the road a little bit.
I got to tell you, when we were driving down Santa Fe and passing River Point Plaza on the right, I was feeling a little depressed, but it is great to be back home.
Well, we're certainly delighted to have you back in Denver and back in the studio. You've got a couple of shows coming up. You've also got a new EP that you're going to be releasing to Denver called Some Get Started. But let's go ahead and hear a song before we hear some of these tour stories. And off of that new EP, this is the song When We Go. That's the Raven on the Writing Desk on OpenAir 102.3 FM. Here with us in the CPR Performance Studios. That's a new one off of their EP, Some Get Started. The song was called When We Go. Is it fair to say that the Raven on the Writing Desk has changed its sound over the years since you formed in 2009?
Not at all.
It's nice to see the evolution.
Yeah, I think we are constantly evolving, and certainly we've made huge changes in the past 7 months. Anyone who's heard us before might remember us with a violin player and a marimba player.
I do.
It was a little more quirky, a little more avant-garde.
To me, it had sort of a Brechtian carnival Baroque feel.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling more kind of psych textures and dream pop. Is that an intentional direction?
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional when it first started happening. It definitely was a natural evolution for all of us. When the marimba player and the violin player quit, we had to rearrange the sound pretty quickly. Both of them quit right before long tours.
I see.
So we scrambled to get our sound together. But what happened was our favorite thing, much better than we could have imagined.
As that painting guy Bob Ross said, it's a happy accident.
Yes.
I like the sound.
We embrace happy accidents over here in the Raven Squad.
We also embrace Bob Ross.
Yes, as you should. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about the recordings, but first, you've just gotten back last night from 32 days on the road, playing 29 shows. You have to have some stories from tour. Can I hear some highlights, some lowlights?
Sure.
High lifes, low lifes.
It's funny, the way the tour started off, we went down to play a DIY space in Colorado Springs called the Flux Capacitor. Some of you guys out there probably have heard of the space, and Sean and his brother are doing a great job and doing a great thing for their scene. But anyway, on this tour, I pretty much asked every promoter and every person I put a show together with for a place to stay, and down there in Colorado Springs, we stayed in the space, the Flux Capacitor. I don't know.
That was kind of them.
Yeah, it was super kind. We woke up at about 4:30 in the morning to somebody practicing 64th notes on a kick drum.
No.
It's a rehearsal space, so it doubles as a rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Right
And
next
some-
to your ear.
Right, very, very dedicated drummer.
Dedicated.
Woke up at 4:30 in the morning to practice
64th
metal
notes.
drums.
Yeah. He was probably going to open up a coffee shop or something because he was out of there at about 6. And so we were all super relieved, and about an hour later, just a full-on metal band came in at about 7 and practiced until 9:30. And
These are not rock and roll hours.
No, it was.
you got to admire the dedication.
So that set the tone for a sleepless tour, was it fair to say? Or did you guys manage to find rest and homes along the way?
You know, we actually were able to find a lot of rest. A lot of great people opened up their homes to us, and that's really what makes touring for a band like us possible. People cooking us food, inviting us into their lives, and providing us with a place to stay, whether it's clean or not. If it's not super clean, Jules and I will sleep in the van, and Kramer and Scott will sleep in the house.
Now you just gave away our secret.
Because drummers and bass players, just a bunch of dirtbags, huh?
You said it.
I didn't mean I'm kidding. That's why they keep the drummers in the isolation chamber.
Yeah.
So I guess you also learn things about each other when you're on the road for so long. You learn about the skills that people have and the personalities that people have. I know that I just learned that Kramer is your Tetris master. Mm-hmm. He's the one that can get the gear in the van.
Yeah.
Did any other leaders arise on the tour?
Well, I'm a natural leader.
Clearly.
So I don't think that was a surprise that I really stepped up to the plate. But no, everyone. This band has done closer to 100 shows than not in the past year, 15 months. I don't even know. So we've really gotten to know each other, and we travel together really well as a group. Everyone knows their roles and what they need to do to help out. And I think that that's really important to the success of long tours.
Yeah. Well, it's great to hear that as you guys are out there reaching out to people through art and music, you inspire the best of humanity. I'd love for you guys to inspire us with a couple more songs, and then maybe we'll talk about the recording and some shows coming up. So how do you feel about playing 2 back-to-back?
Let's do that.
Okay. And this is a brand new song. It's not on the EP. Have you
It's
played
not.
this one or recorded it before?
There's no recording of this song yet, but we've been playing it on tour almost at every show because we're very excited about it. It's always fun to play a new song that's not recorded yet.
So this is an exclusive recording today.
This is exclusive.
What's it called?
This is called Valkyrie.
Let's hear it now. That's new music from Denver's The Raven and The Writing Desk in the CPR Performance Studio on OpenAir 102.3 FM. That's a new one off of their Some Get Started EP. It's called Running. And before that, Valkyrie, which is the first time it's been recorded right here in the studio.
Right, yeah.
Thank you for playing that for us. My first question coming out of those songs is, why is a raven like a writing desk?
Aha. Well, so many people that is a reference to Poe, which it's not. It's from Alice in Wonderland, from the Tea Party scene, right? When the Mad Hatter asks.
Oh, I was asking you the riddle.
I'm getting there, Aaron. It was intended not to have an answer, but there are answers,
Clearly.
and that's where Poe comes in. So one of the answers is that Poe wrote on both.
And I've also heard that they both come with inky quills.
They both come with inky quills.
One of them is because there is a B in both and N in neither.
Ooh.
Which is
good
kind of-
nonsense. That's some good.
I love
Lewis-
that one.
Yeah. Very appropriate. So I've heard other critics say that your lyrics and your songs are literary. I mean, you've got a song about Valkyrie. These are the women that usher the souls of dead soldiers off to Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
What is your writing process? What do you like to write about? What are themes? And how do the songs come to you? And are you the predominant songwriter, Julia, or is it a collaborative process?
Yeah, when it comes to like the first structure of the song, just chord progression and lyrics, I usually bring that to the table, and then we all arrange as a band. So once that is started, it is a very communal process, and the song can morph into many different things.
Which it did with Valkyrie.
With Valkyrie, yeah. Valkyrie, I, in my mind, did not see that being a band song at all. I thought it was going to be a solo song. And I was very hesitant to try it at all with the band until they forced me to.
And
As
snuck
they-
in a diminished fifth.
All right.
As they do.
Get it spooky.
And yeah, I mean, immediately it became this beast of a song that we really like. And I could never, I could never imagine it becoming that, which is really cool. Like there's changes that happen within this process that I could never imagine in my own head. I need everyone else's brains.
It's a good collaborative process. And
yeah.
as far as your subject matter that you write
Subject matter. Well, it's interesting because, like I said, we've gone through so many changes this year. A big one being the violin player and the marimba player leaving the band. And we have almost an entirely new set from that. And I think after that happened, I was pretty emotional about it. Those guys had been with us for 4 years, and it was a very abrupt ending to that relationship and a very inopportune time. Like I said, we were just about to go on tour.
Ouch.
So I was just kind of swimming in emotions at that point. And that's when I wrote the first song on that EP. It's called On a Wire. But I think I had, that's about Neil. I'll just be honest with you guys. But yeah, I just had
Is there
a lot to work
a story there
with.
to elaborate on or not?
I think, Neil was the last one to leave. We were about to go out for about 17 days. And I think he left with about 2 weeks to go. And we kind of freaked out a little bit.
Or a month. Maybe.
Was it a month?
It might have
It felt like
2
no
weeks
time.
to you.
It felt like 2 weeks. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty emotional about that. And On a Wire is just about me feeling like I had been abandoned and was walking a tightrope that I was about to fall off of. And that I didn't know that the band would survive after that.
And now you're saying you've played more shows since that time and you've written an entirely new set.
Yeah.
So
pretty
sometimes
much.
out of pain comes change and growth.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm really thankful for it at this point.
Not to mention traveling as a 4-piece is a dream come true as opposed to a 5-piece or a 6-piece.
Mm-hmm.
Infinitely easier.
Infinitely easier.
Let's talk about the recordings now. I have it right here for the video component. It also looks great for radio. But it is Some Get Started, The Raven and the Writing Desk. It's a very simple design, but it's very elegant. I noticed that you guys use a lot of line work, a lot of silhouettes. I'm familiar with the local artist Emmy Brady, who collaborated on the cover for Scavenger, which is a gorgeous EP.
Yeah.
I think you guys won a Westward Award for that. The whole
They
thing unfolds
did.
like a raven.
We didn't.
Yeah, the
None
artist
of us
won
are-
that
Yeah,
one.
that was Emmy Brady and
Yeah.
Tim Tyndall on that one.
Yeah, both
Okay.
amazing Denver artists.
So talk a little bit about the artwork for this. It looks like you have 2 versions. You've got the screen printed version, and there's this incredible built wooden laser cut contraption. Tell me more about this. That's got to be you, Scott. You're a woodworker.
We call that a box, Aaron.
Contraption box. I knew there was a word for it. It's not a writing desk. Could it be?
It could be.
So tell me about this, Scott.
I would call it more of a cube. I operate in the third dimension. We're very thankful. Over the course of the life of this band, we've been fortunate enough to collaborate with so many talented artists, Emmy and Tim and Jeremy, who does all the live visuals at our show, and also Aaron Ray, who designed the cover for the deluxe edition. It's also a T-shirt design, and it's a still from an upcoming animated video. In terms of the design itself, again, it's totally a brainchild of Aaron. What I did was gave him a set of music to listen to, so he could come up with concepts for the animated video. And these are all stills from that video.
Okay.
But let me say something about the Emmy's work. What I love about Emmy's work, we were trying to figure out what to do with the cover of the EP, and I really like it because it's the silhouettes of the four of us, and it feels like the first time we're coming out as this band. So it's the first time that we're ever pictured on anything that we've put out, and that's what I like about it. It's this new band, it's this new sound. We even talked about changing the name because we felt like it was so different.
It is significantly different, but
yeah.
it's a great name, and it's still coming from you.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're excited to hear one more from you. This is The Raven and the Writing Desk on Open Air 102.3 FM.
Standing alone after dark, I can barely see them. Strange arrangement of stars hide my constellation. Where you are. Ooh, in the shadow behind ya. Ooh, I'm lost in the dark while my constellation dies. How will they recognize me when I lose my senses? Why are you hiding now from me? Decorate my confusion. Ooh, where you are. Ooh, in the shadow behind ya. Ooh, I'm lost in the dark while my constellation dies. Where you are. Ooh, in the shadow behind ya. Ooh, I'm lost in the dark while my constellation dies.
That's The Raven and the Writing Desk in the CPR Performance Studio on Open Air 102.3 FM. They're going to be playing an opener Friday the 10th at Goosetown Tavern, and they'll be having their EP release show on Saturday, April 25th at Ophelia's Electric Soapbox. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.